Students, uh, I'm teaching you rational number in which I have taught these properties of multiplication of rational numbers, in which I have taught three properties. These were closure property, commutative law, and associative law. And now I'm going with the next means properties. Okay, na? Class 8. Third name of chapter is rational numbers. It is third day today with this chapter. Got it? Properties third. That is fourth. Means properties of multiplication of rational numbers, and it is property number fourth. That is, fourth property is existence of multiplicative inverse identity. This existence of multiplicative identity states that when a rational number is multiplied by 1, then result is number itself. Means we can say that a by b is a rational number. When a by b is multiplied by 1, then our result is a by b. Got it? Okay. Fifth property is multiplicative property. Of 0. Multiplicative property of 0 of a rational numbers states that when a rational number is multiplied by 0, then we get 0. Got it? Means we can write a by b into 0, that is 0. Next property is existence of multiplicative inverse. I hope that you all are aware of multiplicative inverse, means which is known as reciprocal also. We have to write the multiplicative inverse of 5 by 7, that its reciprocal, that is 7 by 5, it's called multiplicative inverse. Got it? Means we can say that multiplicative inverse of 5 by 7 is equal to 7 by 5. If I ask the multiplicative inverse of 5, that is 1 by 5, because if we write 5, then is no denominator, but we can 1 as its denominator, and when we write its reciprocal, that is 1 by 5, then we can say that 5 reciprocal of 5 or multiplicative inverse of 5 is 1 by 5. Got it? Then existence of multiplicative inverse states that when a number is multiplied by its multiplicative inverse, that is reciprocal, then we get 1. Got it? Means if we write, or suppose that there is a rational number a by b, when a by b is multiplied by its reciprocal or multiplicative inverse, that is b by a, then b cancel, a cancel, we get 1. Means existence of multiplicative inverse states that when a rational number is multiplied by its multiplicative inverse, that is reciprocal, then we get 1. Got it? And its last property, that is property number 7, derivative of multiplicative is our next law, distributive law of multiplication over addition. Suppose that there is a rational number a by b which is multiplied by sum of the two rational numbers, that is c by d and e by f. Then we can write that a by b into c by d plus a by b into e by f. The eighth law is distributive law of multiplication over subtraction. Suppose that there is a rational number, that is a by b, A by B is multiplied by difference of difference of two rational numbers C by D and E by F. Then we get A by B into C by D minus A by B into E by F. This law is called distributive law of multiplication over subtraction. Our next topic is properties of division of rational numbers. Means first property is closure property. Means when we divide two rational numbers, then our answer is always a rational number. Got it? Means I'm not writing these properties because we have discussed about more and more about these properties of addition, subtraction, multiplication. I am just saying verbally about these properties of division of rational numbers. Closure properties. When two rational numbers are divided, or when we divide two rational numbers, then our answer is always a rational number. Next property is commutative law. Means this rational number division of rational numbers does not follow commutative law. Why? Because second law is commutative law, which is not followed by division of rational numbers. Why I am saying? Suppose that there are two rational numbers A by B. When this rational number is divided by C by D, then it is not equal to C by D divided by A by B. Got it now? It shows that division of rational numbers does not follow commutative law. Got it? Our next property is associative law. Similarly, division of rational numbers does not follow associative law. Got it? It shows that associative law. Associative law मतलब A by B divided by B by C. Sorry, B by C ना. A by B divided by C by D divided by E by F is not equal to A by B divided by C by D divided by E by F. It shows that division of rational numbers does not follow associative law. Got it? It's so easy. Okay, na? Our next property is when a rational number is divided by 1, then we get the number itself. Means we can say that when A by B is divided by 1, what we get? That is A by B. Oh, got it? Means when a rational number is divided by 1, then we get number itself. Our next property is when a rational number is divided by itself, then we get 1 as a quotient. What I am saying, A by B divided by A by B, what do we get? 1. How? A by B into B by A, cancel, that is 1. Okay, it was all about the properties of division of rational numbers. Now our next topic is representation of a rational number on number line. You all are familiar with number line. Okay, so I draw a number line. In the center of a number line there is 0, which is neither positive nor negative. On the right side of the number line there are positive numbers, and on the right side of the 0 there are positive rational numbers or numbers, and on the left side of the 0 there are negative rational numbers. Suppose that you have to represent 1 by 3 on a number line. At first see that which two means you can say that 1 by 3 lies on which two numbers. Got it? Then we see that 1 by 3 is greater than 0 but less than 1. That's why 1 by 3 lies between 0 and 1. And since 1 by 3 is positive, that's why we take only positive numbers. Got it? Represent 0 and 1. Means there is 3 and is denominator, so we have to divide this space, means between 0 and 1, into 3 equal parts. One part, 2 part, 3 parts. We have not to see its lines, how many lines are there. Means इसके space को हमें देखने 3 equal spaces होने चाहिए. We got 3 equal spaces. Then we have to take first space, that is 1. There is 1 as denominator. That's why we take first space, that is 1 by 3. Got it? If we have to show 2 by 5, then draw our number line. Since 2 by 5 is positive, that's why. And at first see that 2 by 5 is a proper this fraction. That's why. And we all know that the value of proper fraction is always less than 1. That's why 2 by 5 lies between 0 and 1. Got it? So we wrote 0 and 1, and 5 is as denominator. That's why we have to divide this space into 5 equal parts. Got it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts, and there is 2 as numerator. Then we have to take 2 space, means 1 space, 2 space. This line shows 2 by 5. It was all about representation of rational number on number line. If you have to show or represent negative numbers, then you must have to take numbers or rational numbers to the right of this 0, to the left of this 0. We took these all are, since these all are positive numbers, that's why we went, or you can say that we took to the right side of 0. Got it? Students, our next topic is rational numbers. Rational numbers between two rational numbers. Means you have to put n rational numbers between two given rational numbers. So we take an example, that is insert five rational numbers between 1 by 3 and 5 by 7. Okay, at first we have to make like fractions of these fractions, means these rational numbers. Then LCM of 3 and 7 is equal to 21. Because in the previous classes, that is 5, 6 and 7, you also know, means you have already studied about how to make like fractions of unlike fraction. Got it? So I am not describing so much. 21. Now 21 is divided by 3, that is 7. Now 1 by 3 is multiplied by 7, means you have to multiply 1 by 3, means numerator and denominator of 1 by 3 by 7, that is 7 by 21. Now 21 is divided by 7, that is 3, and you have to multiply numerator of denominator of the second rational number, that is 5 and 7 by 3, and we get 15 by 21. Now our two like fractions are 7 by 21 and 15 by 21. Got it? And you have to put 5 rational numbers. That's why we multiply these rational numbers by 6, means more than 5. जब कभी भी तुम्हें देखना कि यहाँ पर जितने रेशनल नंबर्स दो नंबर्स के बीच में इंसर्ट करने हैं, उनसे एक बड़ा नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई कर देना है दोनों में. मीन्स वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई बाय 6 and 6, दैट इज 42 by 126, एंड इसको भी तुम 6 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. 5 से बड़ा कोई भी नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 किसी से भी कर सकते हो तुम, 10, 11 किसी से भी कर सकते हो. 90 by 126. ओके, अब नया नंबर क्या बन गया? 42 by 126 and 90 by 126. You can put 40. That is 126. Okay. 44 by 126. 47, 5/126, इस तरह से हम लोग 89/126 तक नंबर को पुट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, एक सिंपल तरीका है जिसके थ्रू हम लोग टू रेशनल नंबर्स के बीच में एंड रेशनल नंबर्स यानी जितने रेशनल नंबर्स में पुट कर सकते हैं। और भी तरीका होता है, जैसे कि इस दोनों नंबर का एवरेज निकाल दो, जो एवरेज आएगा एक नंबर वही आंसर हो जाएगा। फिर जो नया नंबर एवरेज वाला आता है ना, उस नंबर और इसमें से दोनों किसी एक नंबर को लेकर एवरेज निकाल दो, तो भी तो रेशनल नंबर को फाइंड कर सकते हो। 9th में जाओगे, देयर इज अ स्पेशल फॉर्मूला टू फाइंड n रेशनल नंबर्स बिटवीन टू रेशनल नंबर्स। सो 8th क्लास में बहुत ही सिंपल फार्मूला है, इसे हमेशा ध्यान में रखो और इसके थ्रू इजी वे में तुम इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हो। ओके, इट वाज ऑल अबाउट योर चैप्टर एंड योर चैप्टर हैज फिनिश्ड। नाउ यू कैन सॉल्व means all exercises, and if you have problem then you will discuss next class. Okay, bye and have a good day.